Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Lei Wulong and why I believe he will be in Tekken 8. And there's some information that I think could be evidence for my case for him being in Tekken 8. And before I even get into that, the reason why I think he's going to be in Tekken 8 to begin with, before going to the evidence, is he's a classic character. He's been in every single Tekken since his debut. He's unique. When he wasn't in Tekken 7 initially, there was a big outroar, or a big, whatever the word is. There's a lot of people unhappy about that. And he was the most requested character in Tekken 7 that was in the game initially, I believe. So Lei is definitely coming back. The question is he going to be DLC or is he going to be a base roster? And I think this time he has a chance of being base roster, but I don't know. But I want to go into some of this evidence that I found for him being in Tekken 8, or what I believe to be evidence. And as you guys can see here, I discovered this in Brian Fury's character story for Tekken 8. So they finally released everyone's stories again. Um, I will say, not super impressed right now with all the stories to like as a whole. But as far as Brian, I'm just going to go over his. So for Brian Fury, he's the harbinger of chaos. Yeah. So obtaining the perpetual generator, Brian Fury became the ultimate replicant, using this endless source of energy to wreak havoc. Even after the battle between G Corp and Mishima Zaibatsu concluded, Brian continued waging acts of war around the globe and quickly became the target of international police organizations. So we all know that Lei Wulong is a cop, and Brian also used to be a cop. Anyway, so something suddenly changed in Brian when he confronted the elite counter-terrorist unit of the International Police Agency he formerly belonged to in an urban conflict. Either as a result of overuse in countless conflicts or from a lingering memory of his mortal body, his perpetual generator overheated during battle. A surge in feelings of power and pleasure burned their imprint into his brain, turning it crimson red. So basically, when he awake, he was alone in the devastating aftermath he had likely caused. And we see quotes here: "Are you really the infamous Brian Fury from Under the Rubble?" The voice of someone who appeared to know him said, but was abruptly interrupted by the sounds of pummeling fists and maniacal laughter. So I guess Brian decided to beat the person's ass, whoever asked that. But anyway, so what stood out to me, first of all, so it says that he's dealing with the police, International Police Organization. We know Lei Wulong is a police. He confronted the elite counter-terrorist unit of the International Police. So we know, so counter-terrorist, that means opposite of terrorist, obviously. And we know Lei Wulong is for justice. Lei Wulong, I believe, is a part of the International Police Agency or something of the sort. And it said also that, are you really the infamous Brian Fury from Under the Rubble, the voice of someone who appeared to know him? So I think that this right here is pretty convincing that this could be Lei Wulong talking to Brian, asking, are you really the infamous Brian Fury? And if you look at his story, because Brian and Lei Wulong actually know each other, it's not, I don't think it's really much evidence. Like if you look into their endings, I don't think they're too involved with each other. Maybe they are, I don't know. But if you go into his wiki page, go to his biography. So he first appeared in Tekken 3. So yeah, this should be Tekken 3 right here. So we're going to just read like the first paragraph. So Brian Fury worked as a police officer with connections to the Interpol division of the Hong Kong police force. So let me see what this said. So yeah, I mean, slightly different name. This one says International Police Organization. The other one says Interpol. Where's the word? Where is it? Oh. What does this word mean? But I just want. Is there a way I could look this up right quick? Let's just see what this means, just for shits and giggles. Interpol. Okay, I guess that's what. Anyway, police organization. He was a police officer. He was a skilled detective, though always followed by dark rumors. While investigating the drug trade, fellow Hong Kong Interpol detective Lei WILL discovered that Brian had connections with drug dealers. So I guess Brian was out here selling dope. This was not something that I knew. Brian was killed in a shootout in Hong Kong, possibly by Lei. So this is evidence that they know each other. And it says that Lei possibly shot Brian. So, I mean, I feel like this is a lot of evidence of this. If you go down a little bit further to the relationships, just for further clarification, let me see. I see they have the Tekken. I'm gonna see the Tekken 8 section right quick. What do they have there? Okay, so this is just a copy and paste from the thing. Yeah, but anyway, so if you go to his relations, let's see Tekken 3. Any Tekken 3 trivia for Lei? His appearances, just okay. Where did I skip it? Oh, here. Okay, so character relationships. So, Brian knows Lei WILL whilst investigating the Hong Kong trade. Lei discovered Brian was a fellow officer, was a drug dealer. He died in the shootout. According to Tekken 5, Lei was hunting him down. Yeah, so even in Tekken 5, Lei was still hunting him down. I mean, Lei is always hunting someone. He's always trying to, arrest somebody. That's not surprising. But yeah, so these two people know each other. The police officer thing is also a big clue. I think, and I feel like Lei, I love Lei, but it does seem within his character to get his ass beat, because it just says that he was interrupted by the sounds of pummeling fists and maniacal laughter. So it sounds like Brian wasn't too happy with this person. I know some people thought that maybe it could be Paul because he was in his trailer. I mean, I don't know. Do they know each other canonically or canically? I don't. Fight in the console opening. They fight in the opening. It just says they just fought in the character like the game opening. It was nothing. There's no like really, besides them fighting in different trailers or like the the opening video. There's not really no relationship between Brian and Paul. And Yoshimitsu could be another possibility, but does Yoshi talks? I mean, and why? And I don't think that Yoshimitsu would ask, "Are you really the infamous Brian Fury?" Because Yoshi already knows who he is, right? Like Yoshi knows him. He wouldn't ask such a question. They were enemies back in Tekken 3. They became enemies in Tekken 5 due to Brian attacking the Manji clan members. And I don't feel like that's a question I would ask if I was Yoshimitsu. If you attack my tribe, you attack my my crew. Oh no, I'm not gonna ask, are you the infamous Brian Fury? It would just be on site, no questions asked. So yeah, I think this is Lei WILL. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is pretty good evidence of it. And also, like I said, the main thing is to mention the police organization. So yeah, I think Lei is definitely gonna be a Tekken 8, you guys. I know a lot of people get, kind of worried, myself included sometimes, about him making it. He will. I think this is evidence of it. And even if independent of this, Lei is a classic character and he'll definitely be in it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.